Hello, Beard Wizard family. Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Beard Wizard Man, also known as Trevor on social media. Links to all of which you're going to find in that video description below, including ways to support this channel, like clicking that red subscribe button and joining the Beard Wizard family. Our goal this year is 5,000 by the end of the year, and we are definitely on track, but we don't want to lose momentum. So if you're not a subscriber, please consider clicking that red button and joining the Beard Wizard family. If you've been coming to the channel for a little while and haven't clicked that button, dude, it's free. And I would appreciate it a great deal. There's other ways to support us. We have a merch store. I'm wearing one of our older designs, but the updated version is on the merch store right now, along with some other stuff. My books are available, so on and so forth. Also, this is my last stream for the week, at least here in the Beard Wizard studio. I'm going to Origins tomorrow in Columbus. So two things. I'm going to try to give you content from Origins, maybe a live walk around and some other stuff. We might have some things to discuss. We might even get an episode of Whiskey Confidential, which we haven't done in a long time, but we may have some things to talk about from the show, Rachel and I. Also, if you are at Origins Game Fair, stop by booth 911 and show me that you are a subscriber either here or a follower or subscriber over on Twitch, and I'll have a free gift for you, a free copy of all of my ebooks that you'll be able to download, and you'll have access to anything I write in the future as well. So if you're at Origins and you're watching this and you're a subscriber, stop by. I got something for you. Anyway, for our last stream for this week and the last stream for a whole week, at least when it comes to music reviews, we're going to take a look at Amigo the Devil. This is called My Body is a Dive Bar, and this is the tour bus edition. This was done on his current tour, I believe, in one of the buses, which I need to see this guy live. I love his stuff. So anyway, we're going to take a look at My Body is a Dive Bar from Amigo the Devil. Pause necessary, talk about the music, etc. and so on. Thank you, whoever just joined. If you're in the live stream, say hi. If you're watching the recording, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Here we go. My Body is a Dive Bar from Amigo the Devil. Cheers. It's a little whiskey. I don't know if that's whiskey or not. Welcome, whoever just joined.
How many nights will it take to forget cigarettes and all of the ashes? And how many fights did it take to decide this can't be who I've become? 'Cause I made a promise to build us a house you'd never ever want to leave. So I'm doing my best to be your last call when everything else goes to sleep.
Oh.
'Cause my body,
I know I'm pausing this a little early. I've always loved the way Amigo phrases his lines, and this is such a poetic way to talk about the imperfections of a relationship. And how long did it take to forget the cigarette? Now, he's not literally talking about cigarettes and ashes. He's talking about all the bad things, all the dirty parts of life, all of the imperfections, all of the mistakes, and how many fights did it take. But I made a promise. I made a promise to build this house, and I'm doing my best to be the last call. I'm doing my best to be the person you think of, the port in the storm, the anchor, the last call, when everything else goes to sleep. That's such a poetic way to say, hey, look, I'm not perfect, but I'm doing my best to be what you need, in this, whatever this is, whatever the relationship, marriage, dating, whatever this is. He's such a clever way of phrasing things, and I love it.
my best to be your last call when everything else goes to sleep. 'Cause my body is a dive bar. Yeah, my body is your dive bar. Well, the staff is all rude and the owner is cheap. And there's probably wrestling on the TV. You know, well, the drinks might be strong, but the jokes are still weak. And I promise I'll stop throwing up in the sink.
I agree, Ed.
'Cause
He
my
is.
body, my body, my body is a dive bar.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, my body, my body, my body is your dive bar.
I agree. It. He's such a good storyteller, and this chorus is sad, but it's also hopeful and it's funny because it's saying, "Look, I'm imperfect. I'm broken. I'm, you know, my body's a dive bar. My body's a place you don't necessarily. It's not perfect. It's not something you'd see on the TV. It's not, it's something you'd see in a magazine. But I'm doing my best. I'm trying. And at the end of the day, that's all most of us can do. We're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. But we do our best to make ourselves what is needed for whoever else is in our life. While hopefully those people also are, if you're in a good mutual relationship, you're probably in a relationship with a person who's not perfect and they have things, and you work back and forth to be what the other person needs. That's how relationships work. That's how they last. And I love the way again, Amigo is so clever, is so funny, and so does such a great job of writing these very interesting poetic lines that are very unconventional. I don't know that anybody would ever write what is essentially a love song talking about how their body is a dive bar. It's not like, who was it? John Mayer that wrote "Your Body's an Amusement Park" or whatever the hell he wrote. It's like that, but it's definitely a much grittier sort of version of that sort of sentiment.
Body, my body is your dive bar.
I just realized the comparison I did.
In an ocean of promises I've always made, well, the sailor I need, every version sailed away from the Rolodex of every single person I make myself see.
Hold on. I missed that whole part because I just realized that this is the anti-cover of John Mayer's "Your Body is a Wonderland" or "Her Body is a Wonderland." This is like the dark side of that that track as a cover, and it's so perfect. It's so perfectly Amigo, and I don't know if he intended to do that. He's much cleverer than I am, so I have to believe there's no way that I have discovered something he did not intend. He had to have intended this to be sort of that weird, gritty, dirty comparison to "Your Body is a Wonderland," and if not, then he just made it happen out of thin air. It's amazing. It's so good.
Well, the sailor I need, every version sailed away from the Rolodex of every single person I make myself see. From the books I've become, oh, the cursive that cursed us in bathroom stalls, where I wrote my number just hoping you'd call. So if you ask for one, I'll always bring two, 'cause my face is a bar stool waiting for you. My body, my...
The first time I heard that, it cracked me up. He moves into this powerful part that really talks about the hope and the almost desperation of getting the approval of this person he's singing to. Like, if you ask for one, I'll bring two. I will do whatever it takes. Writing my number on every bathroom wall, hoping you will call. And I don't know if he's talking about a real person, or maybe he's talking that metaphorical soulmate out there, is saying, I was hoping I would find that person by just throwing my number out into the universe and hoping they would show up. But when he talks about the books I became, the Rolodex of the people that I tried to be, you know, how he constantly tried to turn himself into something else to win somebody's approval. And you can't do that in a sense, because not only is it fake, not only will that person be disappointed when they realize you're not who you presented yourself as, but you won't be happy either. And at the end of the day, you have to be who you are and accept that you're not perfect, accept that you have flaws, accept that you are broken, and say, hey, this is me and I'm doing my best. And I think that's what this song is really truly about, is, you know, that's it. I'm not perfect. Here I am, you know, and hopefully I find somebody in my life, and I think it is. I know, right? When he gets to that line, we're gonna listen to that line again because that was freaking hilarious. And that's Amigo. He throws these lines in there that catch you totally off guard.
So if you ask for one, I'll always bring two, cause my face is a bar stool waiting for you. My body, my body, my body is a dive bar. Oh, my body, my body, my body.
Oh my God.
Your dive bar. Everyone. Oh, my body, my body, my body is a dive bar. Oh, my body, my body, my body is your dive bar.
Oh no, he spilled. Party foul.
Now I know it ain't fancy, but this much is true.
It's not fancy.
This dive bar will always be open for you.
Oh God.
For you too, brother. Guys, I'm so drunk.
That is probably one of the best love songs that you never would have expected to be a love song that I've heard in a long time. He has such an amazing way of expressing the realities of life. Not this candy coated, fantasy land that a lot of people present in love songs, how everything's going to be perfect. And I think that's what we need more of. I honestly believe that too many people believe that marriage and relationships and long-term people being together is this magical world where everything is sunshine and rainbows and butterflies and unicorns. And when they realize that it's sometimes dirty and it's hard work and it's sometimes frustrating and it's often amazing, but it's amazing because it takes effort. If it didn't take any effort, then how many things have you gotten a good sort of have you felt good about that were easy? You know, how much fulfillment do you get out of doing something that you could just click a button and do? It's work, and that's what makes it more amazing. And I think he does such a great job of presenting the reality of what this is. You know, Julie and I have been married 26 years. We've been together since 1995. So what? We've been together almost 30 years. Really? Almost 30 years? Good grief. And so that wouldn't have happened if we didn't realize the reality of what it is. It's not always pretty. It's not always sunshine and rainbows. It's work. And when you work, then you get to enjoy the sunshine and rainbows and the happy stuff and the amazing stuff. But I think too people don't realize that it's also this. And kudos to Amigo for putting that out there. Such a great way of doing it. I love him. I need to see him live. I think one of his concerts would be absolutely amazing. Definitely go check out his channel. Be sure to subscribe there. Be sure to subscribe here, and I will see you in a week. I will try to give you some live stuff from the show in Columbus. I don't know how communicative I'm going to be in those streams because I've never streamed from my phone from the YouTube app there. So we'll see how that works. I don't know. Never tried it before, but we're going to give it a shot. And I will see you guys all again soon. Ed, everybody else, there's a few people in here. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you again soon. You have a great one. Much love. Bye.